Sangsters International Airport.
Yeah man, it's Stewie. And remember, we always try to look at Jamaica through a positive light. In our last video, we shared information with you on some of the new non-stop flights coming to Jamaican airports. In this video, we will be telling you a little about the numbers coming through Sangsters International Airport in Montego Bay specifically. The former Montego Bay Airport, which saw its first international flight in 1947 with Pan Am Airlines, has come a long way after several upgrades through the years and gave the record of over 4.7 million passengers passing through the gates of Sangsters International Airport in 2019. Even though 2019 gave us 4.7 million visitors, or over 4.7 million. 2018 was just under 200,000 shy of that mark, because 2018 gave us over 4.5 million visitors. And why I say that is because, it showed you that there was a steady increase in the numbers leading up to 2019. So then 2020 seemed to be the year that was going to take us into the 5 million mark, because 2020 started out with a banger. The numbers were very high in the beginning of 2020, and we all know that when COVID came and halted all operations, I saw the international airport in Montego Bay closed for the first time, not because of bad weather and not for a day or two, but because of a pandemic, which was a very sad period for me, not being able to go to the airport and see Jamaica being connected to the rest of the world. But let me not bore you too much of the sad days, because it seems like the good times are back. And I say that because if you can recall earlier in my spotting videos, the big guns were brought out, because most of the airlines which operated in the North America to Jamaica space usually operate with the 737 and the A320 platform, because those aircraft were sufficient to take the numbers which they had at the time. But we saw them have to bring out the big guns in the form of the A330 and the 787. And what that meant was the demand was so great for air travel to Jamaica. The demand is so great for air travel to Jamaica that they have to be using larger aircraft to accommodate the additional passenger numbers. And that in itself was a very good sign, because not in recent times I recall these larger aircraft coming to Jamaica. For instance, if you can remember, American Airlines from the two major hubs in Philadelphia and Miami had two 787s coming into Montego Bay almost daily. And I can recall Delta bringing out a A330 coming into Montego Bay. So those are wide body aircraft which carry a larger number of passengers, and that was a good thing. So 2020 has definitely been looking good, and I say this because I looked at some of the numbers thus far, and for instance the month of April and May has brought over 800,000 passengers, just those 2 months, through the gate of Sangsters International Airport. So that a significant number of people coming to Jamaica are using the airport facilities. Also noticeable is the amount of charter flights coming into Jamaica. The non-traditional airlines which are utilizing the MBJ airport, I've been seeing quite a few of those on the ground in these days. So these aircraft are also helping to increase the numbers. we are not quite back up to the numbers of flights per day that we used to see before COVID, because being on the ground, usually I could count by myself, say over 50 flights per day coming into MBJ. But we are in the high 40s now, heading back up to those numbers, but we're not quite there. One of the things that I think would contribute to that is that if the airlines are using larger aircraft, then they would use less flights to cover the same numbers or even greater numbers. So with fingers crossed, I say 2022 should be a very good year for aviation again in Jamaica. And I say fingers crossed, and I think everybody knows why. So thanks again for watching, and comment on the videos. Please subscribe if you haven't done so as yet. And from Stewie again, saying much respect. Big up yourself.